All right. Well, welcome everyone. It's 4:30 here in Phoenix. I am Tina Brewster, and with me today is Alcira Pastula
Everyone.
and Tish Dover. So we've got a lot to talk about today, right, ladies?
Yes, we do. We've
All right.
got surveys, we've got rewards. I mean, you name it, we got it today.
Yeah. It's gonna be a entertaining time. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in, and we'll answer them live. And just excited about this.
For
So
sure.
let's talk surveys first. So, are we talking like boring surveys that you get all the time at the bottom of um, your receipt and you enter for a chance to win? Is that what we're talking about?
I mean, if you consider surveys to be boring, then maybe. But what's great about these surveys is that we consider them to be a gift to Swift, and they really drive our progress. So, what we call our surveys here at Swift are Polaris surveys, and they are our North Star. They really tell us what we need to know, what we need to fix, and how we can get better for our drivers. So, it's all based on our driver feedback. And if we can pull up that side, we can see that we have a number of different surveys going out through Polaris. Um, Next slide. We have a 30-day survey. We have a 75-day survey. And the reason why we have those two is because we find that we lose a lot of drivers between 60 and 90 days. But we've also learned that if you stick around for longer than 90 days, you'll probably stick around in trucking for a long time, because this is actually an awesome job. We have ongoing engagement because we want to know what's going on at every step of the way. We have a shop service, so we send those out when you go to a shop and you get your service done. We want to know how that experience went. How was the customer service? Did you get it done timely? We have a trainee upgrade survey. This is actually the one that gets the most responses. Hi, Wayne. Nice to see you from Orlando, Florida. This one is the one that gets the most responses, and it pretty much surveys our drivers from when they get um, onboarded onto Swift to when they're done with their trainer. So it actually asks a couple of mentor questions on there. So make sure that if you're a mentor, your mentees are giving you some great survey reviews there. We have our customer account surveys. Those go directly to our customer and sales dashboard. So our sales representatives are able to see exactly what our drivers are saying about a particular customer. So they have the entire story in one spot. And then, of course, we have our exit surveys. So when you leave Swift, you will receive this exit survey, and we want to know if you'll come back. And we'll probably call you if we say yes. And we want to know why you left. And so make sure that you're filling out these surveys. They're super important.
But we don't want
And
you to leave Swift. Like
we
that's
don't
not
want you to leave
no,
Swift.
no, not at
No.
all. And this is the reason why we put this together is we want to understand what's happening, right? I mean, we don't know. We're sitting here at our desks. We're not driving. We're not seeing, interacting with customers and seeing what's happening. So these surveys are for you. As much as you're going to get them, you're going to see them. Just make sure that you're engaging and telling us what's happening. Tell us the truth. Like we need to know. Because what do we do with these surveys, Elsa? Like once we get them, like what happens?
Well, we definitely evaluate trends. That's like our biggest goal with Polaris, is to see, are we doing better? Are we winning or are we not winning? And our drivers really determine that, right? Like it's based on what they have to say. So if you say we need to work on something, then we're probably not doing a great job at that particular area. So we want to hear from you. And we've actually seen that we've improved over the last couple months. We've had the best month in June that we've had in terms of satisfaction from our drivers. So we appreciate your feedback. We're looking at it, and make sure to keep providing that feedback because we really love it. Like Tina said, we really don't know what we don't know. So the more you provide information, the better. And something that we're going to do mid-August is we're going to change our phone number. We're going to have a phone number that's more local um, to here to Phoenix, so that it's more easily recognizable by our drivers. And you can start subscribing to it now. So if you text Polaris to this number, then you will be able to subscribe ahead of time. And the phone
There are
number
the
is
numbers. Yeah.
602-894-1234. 602-894-1234. I did want to share that we also have a number that we use to send out communications, because I didn't want it to be confused. So our communications number is for urgent updates, one-off surveys that we will just send once or twice, not ongoing, and then just important, like critical information. Sometimes we can't get a hold of you because the zoner's down, or we have other technical issues, and this is a good way for us to stay in touch with you. And that's kind of the phone number that we use for that.
Absolutely, and also, I mean, and Elster, this is right in your role as well. It's the portals and stuff too, which is a good place to get information, and also the bright signs that you start seeing at our terminals too. So there's all these avenues to try to get out as much information as we can, and you'll see, we try to send it out to the masses, and hoping that you're going to see at least one or two of those, and kind of put the pieces together because we want to hear from you. So that's good news, and it's not the boring survey. It's a survey for you. You got to help us help you, right? So very cool information there. So all right, let's shift gears for a moment, unless we have any questions about surveys, which we'll go in. Go ahead, Elsa. You got something else to say?
Well, I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Okay, I
Now
like it.
that we're kind of in the middle of our presentation, I was thinking that we have 77 people watching and it's growing, and maybe whoever shares this on Facebook, how about we put them into a raffle for some gear, because we got the gear queens right here on
Oh,
this
all
live.
right, all
What do you
right.
guys think about that?
I think that's a
I
fun
think it's
idea.
awesome. Let's do
Yeah,
it. Let's
Okay,
do
let's
it.
do it. So
yeah.
if
Right
you
on.
share this on Facebook, you'll be entered into a raffle to get some gear. So go
I
ahead and
like
do
it.
that, and then we'll see how many shares we can get.
Nice. I like it. That's a good idea. All right. So going viral. Let's talk to Tish. So Tish, we got a lot of stuff going on as far as rewards and events at Swift. So you want to talk to us a little bit about what's happening, what's new?
Absolutely. I mean, there's so much that's going on right now. This year was a killer year for me, and coming into this department and making some changes with you guys, and it was just awesome. So super stoked about it. This year for our drivers, we're now giving out a $50 annual company gift card that you can use a gift voucher in the company store. We've got the DQ bag reimbursement that we are giving out. So once you're here with the company for 6 months, we're going to reimburse you the cost of that bag. That is actually starting for drivers that were hired on March 1st of this year and after. Then we also upgraded our 10-year award. We upgraded our 15-year award. We upgraded our 20-year award. And the best part of it is now we have the Legends program. So for all of our drivers that reach that 25-year mark, 30-year mark, 35-year mark, you're getting a little bit of bonus cash and all kinds of gear and a special decal for your truck. So that's just the driver side of it, right? For our company drivers. And then for our million mile drivers, that program kind of stayed the same. We didn't really enhance too much there, but on the owner operator side, which is super awesome, we have an owner operator appreciation program, which is near and dear to my heart. And we're going to give out a maintenance credit now for the million mile owners. So once they hit those milestones, and now this only goes into effect for drivers that have hit that milestone from January 1st of this year moving forward. We were unable to go retro on those for those awards. So it's just a great time. The Diamond program pretty much stayed the same as well. And our non-driver pretty much stayed the same also, but we're also giving a $50 gift voucher there as well. So every year. So it's just exciting, you guys. We kind of realized we were missing the mark, right, Tina, on those monumental years on 10 and 15 and 20. And I think that we just kind of jumped in and did some really great things. So I'm excited about it.
doing, and we hope that we are rewarding you appropriately. So,
Tina, I think we lost you in terms of sound, but
We read your
um,
lips.
yeah, and she
We
was saying
totally.
how much she loves our new program and how you all deserve it. And Tina had a big part to play in the revamp of the program, and so did Tisha. So super glad that we kind of finally got this going for you guys.
And no, unfortunately we can't. But the other great thing too is we added Trace Lynn, Polly, to the department. She is our recognition leader, and she is just so rad. She is excited for the drivers. She's excited for the non-drivers. She is just a great addition to the team, and so we're just having a good time. And we've changed up a few things, added a few things, and we're just looking forward to celebrating everybody, and hopefully we know there's going to be some folks out there, I think, that get a little disappointed, but ultimately, at the end of the day, that stick around, you guys. That's the whole point of this, right? Stick with us, and we'll get to that point where we can recognize and celebrate you too.
We have a question here from Craig, and it says, can we use the gift voucher at the company store?
Well, if you're trying to use the gift voucher at the company store on site, unfortunately, we can't do that yet. We're working on the programming right now. It's a little different to try to connect all of the dots here. So unfortunately, you can't, but we definitely want you to go online, and you'll be able to get all of the same stuff online that you can in the store. And then you could have it sent to maybe a terminal that you're heading to, because usually they work those orders just as soon as they get them. It's literally within a day or two they are doing that. So if you can look ahead of where you're at, you can go to www.swiftcompanystore.com, set yourself up a user, and you can get your voucher used right on there. So it'll be awesome. So sorry about that, Craig.
Tina has a headset curse, we call it, because she's got about 50 headsets on her desk, but none of them ever work properly. Um, and clearly, this is no exception. I mean, why when we're live? Again, don't forget to share this live on Facebook for a chance to win some Swift gear. Um,
And I see a question in there too, Alcira. Do we have an update on the referral bonus? So I'm a little bit confused by that because I don't know that there's any update other than the fact that we have one. So if you refer a driver that is experienced, and you have to give them your driver code, you guys. You have to provide that person your driver code and your name so that when they work with a recruiter, they can give that information and we make sure that we get you paid. So $1,500 for an experienced driver and $500 for a student driver. And that's it's an incredible program, and it's definitely working. We just need to make sure that when you refer those folks, you use that, give them your driver code.
Yep. And we have a couple of links that you can share with them as well. We can put those in the chat that get them directly to an application.
Absolutely. And Edward asked, "Do you do training?" Absolutely, we do training. We are known for that, and we have a great program with amazing mentors, and we definitely want you to join us. So we will provide those links so that you can get an application put in.
Yeah, we have a great academy program here at Swift.
Let's see. Question: what can be done for incentives for hourly local drivers? Well, right now, we are constantly looking to get better all the time. The retention team is taking that feedback, just like Alcira said. That's the purpose of the surveys. That's the purpose of Voice Your Choice. That's the purpose of all of those things, is to take your feedback, and we all get together and we all sit in a room and we pound it out, ask the questions, what can we do? And then we take our suggestions and to the executives, and we try to come up with something. So this right here, an incentive for the hourly local drivers, we can take that away from today, and we'll do what we can do, see what we can come up with for you.
So Charles, I see, is asking when are they going to do payroll deduct for the company store? And we actually already do that, don't we, Tisha? When they go to the physical store. So
Yes.
not necessarily when they're on the online store, but when you go to the physical store, we do payroll deduct. You just have to tell Christina, who is our
Store manager,
store
basically.
manager,
Yeah.
essentially.
She's the
Yeah,
store manager. Yeah.
she will help you out, and we can definitely do payroll deduct for that.
Yeah, and in the company store, you can use debit, credit, or payroll deduct. That's the way you can pay from there. And then online, it's gift voucher or debit and credit, and you can use a combination of both. And I would like to mention too, guys, the program with the gift vouchers. So when you get notified on your text, there's a text number that all drivers will be notified via text. That phone number, I'm going to give it to you guys so that you know that it is legitimate. That phone number is 307 337 9438. That's 307 337 9438. So when you get a rewards text message from that number, it's going to tell you, hey, you got a gift card. And everybody's like, where's the gift card? Like, where is it? And we have to wait about 7 days. Unfortunately, they're notifying you that you're getting it, and then it takes about 7 days to get that card and get everything processed in the system. And then you'll get another text message that will give you the actual voucher number that you can use on the company store. So I just wanted to make sure that I brought that up to you guys so that you were aware of that. Because a lot of folks think we're trying to scam them and stuff, and that's not what we're trying to do at all.
Devin asked, what about some Swift Crocs or tennis shoes? I would love to have some Swift Crocs in the company store. So I'm putting it out into the universe.
And then Justin wants to know about Swift umbrellas and rain gear. And I think that's a pretty good idea. I don't think we have like any ponchos or anything that the guys can throw on when they're out in the rain. So that's a great idea. We'll have to take a peek at that for sure. What if people can't get to the company store in Phoenix? You can go to www.swiftcompanystore.com, and that's how you can purchase items.
And I
And
just added that to the driver portal as well. So if you go to the bottom left under company info, you can see, you'll see Swift Company Store. And as Tina's showing us, Arvana White, she's showing us where you can find it on our flow code. So the company store flow code is right on your visor in our flow code. So
yeah, and we do have Tina showing you the one we have there, and this is actually the visor card. And so if you don't have one of these guys, please make sure you're grabbing it from the next shop stop that you go into. The shop should have these, and then you can get a couple of clips and put these right up on the visors because there's a ton of information on there. What does Legends gear consist of? It looks like we got a question. Legends gear is awesome. It is awesome. So obviously we took it a little step above, so it's a little bit higher end items. There's jackets, there's long sleeve button-up shirts. You get what is it called, ladies? It's the bag that everything goes in. The
the
garment bag. The garment bag, and then you have a leather duffel bag, and everything is embossed with the Legends decal, the Legends what is it? The
logo?
Monogram logo. It's just absolutely beautiful, you guys. So definitely something that you want to get into. And there's even more. There's so much more. I can't even tell you. And then, like I said, along with that, we also get that healthy bonus. So it's pretty awesome. You definitely want to stick around for that for sure. What we need are Swift shirts with a picture of a KW, Freightliner, or Volvo, just like the old days. Must not have been around for the old days. Tina, did you see those?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, we can hear you.
I'm
back.
She's back.
And that
Hey.
was difficult being quiet for so long.
I loved your sticker. Send
Yeah.
help.
Yeah. Hey guys, what have you guys been talking about this whole time? Just kidding. Just kidding.
We'll catch you
Uh,
up.
yeah, for reals, man. What was the question? Oh, the Swift shirts with a picture of a KW Freightliner and Volvo. So we are actually working on a whole bunch of new shirts. Working up, doing some mock-ups for that. Even in our stores now, you'll start to see different color polos and stuff. We're kind of branched now, trying to be cool. So make sure that you're actually Friday, right? LCR on Friday, we do the We Want to Know on the
Mhm.
portal,
Yep.
and we're going to ask, what do you want to see in the company store? So we'll make sure that we add that to the list for sure. But we're coming up with some good ideas.
Yep, but if you see that on the We Want to Know, make sure you put it in there because we are taking note of those
Yep.
because we want to beef up our company store. Is that the
Yep.
right term?
Yeah.
We want
Make
to
it
beef up
cool.
our gear.
Yeah.
Make it
Yeah.
cool.
Show
Yeah.
our muscles. Yeah.
Absolutely. I just saw a message about Swift refrigerated apparel. Same thing. We're trying to get lines of business, terminals. Just going to do some fun things with the company store. So thank you for that, McMahon. And yeah, it's going to be cool stuff coming up. So excited about that. Excited about the rewards program that Tish talked about. Especially, you're going to get more money to spend in the store. So we want to make sure that you're not just getting boring stuff, right? We want to make sure it's cool because we want you guys to wear it um, all the time. You don't have to just wear it when you're at work. So yeah, excited.
For
What a
sure.
great comment from Mark. He says, "This is cool, lively, interactive, fun to watch, and certainly raises morale." Thanks, Mark. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the whole point.
Nice.
Like we are the fun squad, man. We got the leader and her gang, and we are just cruising around up here trying to make life better for everybody out there. So it,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And then there
Yeah.
is a question in here, will payroll deduct be an option on the website in the future? Yes, we are working on that, you guys. This is a labor of love. It's constant. We've been working on the APIs and programming and all these different things, you guys. And so we're trying to make it better. We're trying to automate things a little bit. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. So just know that changes are coming and we're doing the best we can to, like I said, to make things better and make life a little easier for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that we talked about at the beginning of this live was feedback and surveys, and we also have voice your choice too, and things like that. Make sure that you're telling us what you want to see, what you want to do. I like Tyler. The more Swift swag, the better.
Better.
Right
Love
on,
that.
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah,
Geared
absolutely.
up. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And what's cool about Voice Your Choice, aside from the surveys, is that you initiate that feedback. So you start that feedback whenever you're ready to provide it. So right now, if you want to see more of this or that in the company store, you can start that Voice Your Choice. And the more we get, the more our likelihood is of actually implementing it. So that's what's great about that.
Very true. So, so Tish, you said we are the fun committee. So I'm just going to spring something on. There is an event coming up in September.
Oh boy.
I'm thinking of a date.
Mhm.
Let's talk a little bit, just a little bit, sneak peek about driver appreciation. Like what do
Oh
we got
my
going on?
oh
Ooh,
my
how much can
goodness.
we say?
Yeah.
There's so much
Yeah, there
planned.
is so much. I'm like, want to give me a hint of what you want me to
Yeah.
Just like I don't know what I can say. Okay, well let's start with dates. Let's start there.
Okay, so it's actually going to start in Phoenix. We will actually be starting on 9/11. We are going to have a special truck reveal. I'm
Yep.
like, are you going to cut me off?
No, keep going. Yeah, no, we are gonna have a wrap truck reveal on 9/11. The theme
Yes.
will be 9/11. And actually there is going around right now. You can nominate yourself to drive one of those wrap trucks. We got 3 of them coming out this year, so you can jump on there and nominate as much as you want, whoever you want, to try to get in some drivers, and then we'll go through the list and select some lucky
Lucky
driver out
driver.
there to drive these.
Absolutely.
And they'll be brand new trucks, so that's always fun. And yeah, so we're gonna have a good time, good truck reveal. That is September 11th here in Phoenix, which is a Sunday. And we'll
Yeah.
also have some football because that's also NFL kickoff weekend. So we're gonna have some football in the tent as well. But then going forward, across all of our terminals. So if you want
Right.
to just talk a little bit about that
Yeah.
during the
So it'll
week.
be September 12th through the 16th. We're going to have a breakfast, a continental breakfast. There will be a lunch served and then also a dinner. Now, in some locations, they're going to bring in food trucks. So that could be in the evening. It might be in lunchtime. It's all going to depend on the location. We're definitely trying to make sure that everybody can get routed through a terminal. We know that that's not always possible, but we want to make it, it's Driver Appreciation Week, and
Mhm.
we want to bring in everybody and we want to love on everybody. So I hope that there isn't a soul out there that thinks that this isn't for them, because this is what this is all about. And I know that there's a lot of folks out there in the terminals that are working really, really hard, amping up for this and getting things ready. And I know when we used to be in Denver, I used to be in Denver, and I know that there was a whole lot of sweat equity that was put in out there when we cooked that food. So, and same here. I got to be in Phoenix last year for Driver Appreciation, and there's just, it's so, so amazing. So we're looking forward to it, and we're already meeting every week, getting things ready, getting everybody amped up for it. I mean, I think there's going to be bands in places and maybe some games in places. And
Oh
I
yeah, there'll be
heard there
games.
might be a dunk tank
I'm sure there's
somewhere.
going to be a dunk tank somewhere. Yeah, there's going to be all kinds of things going on. And I know we hear a lot of people that say, oh, it's, it's for the office, it's not for the driver. So let me just make this clear. This is 100% for our drivers.
Absolutely.
You will see office employees around helping, doing, serving, but this is for our drivers. I mean, this is a whole week that it's dedicated to our hardworking drivers out there. So we
Yeah,
definitely appreciate
and
it.
I'm glad you clarified that, Tina, because I feel like there's a misconception. We actually request for our office staff to be there so that you can meet them. So if
Yeah,
you want to get in with the planners, you want to get in with the terminal leader, you want to get in with the driver leader, you meet them at driver appreciation. That's what they're for. We invite them so that they can help with the event and get to know you so that you have a direct contact with them. They know your face, they know who you are, they know your family. So that's really what that event is for. So if you see someone
absolutely.
from the office, introduce yourself and say, "Hey, what do you
Mhm.
do here?" And let me get your number. Maybe we should connect later. Like, make those relationships, because that's really what counts here at Swift, is just building those connections that will last throughout. And Driver Appreciation Week is the best time to build those connections, in my
Yeah, and
opinion.
we even have those driver appreciation days throughout the quarters. So
Hmm.
that is a specific day, you guys, that we've picked out for to celebrate you, because maybe you guys didn't make it to Driver Appreciation Week, or maybe you didn't make it through somewhere. So we don't want you to think that we've forgotten you. So we always pick a day during each quarter, and we try to celebrate you as much as we can on those days as well. So it might not
Absolutely.
be as big and as as expansive, if you will, on those days, but it at least it's a little something something.
Absolutely. And if you can't make it to a terminal during that week, make sure whenever you get to a terminal, you still get your gift, because we want to give you a gift. So that is one thing.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
bring that up.
Yeah. Everyone. Yeah.
Oh,
We're not going to say what the
everybody's
gift
getting a
is though.
gift.
We're
Right
not going to
on.
The
say
gift is
what it
here.
is. Yeah. We're not going to say that. But yeah, absolutely. And we're also going to.
Oh, we
Oh,
lost your mic. Send help again.
no, right when she was going to
Right
tell
when
us
she
what that driver gift was she?
So real quick, I'm noticing in the
Oh,
chat, you guys, she's trying to come back.
Adam
Um,
Miller in the dunk tank, I heard. Can we get a
oh,
vote going
I
for
don't.
that?
Let's. I think he even told us he's only going to be here for a couple days. Maybe we have some planning to do, ladies. So I
Yep.
noticed in the chat real fast, bring back the diecast trucks. So you guys, the diecast trucks are coming. They do come from
Yes.
overseas.
Cool.
They have been on order for quite some time. Unfortunately, the factory that was making those diecast trucks got shut down for COVID, and we thought that they were good. We thought they were on the boat, and we found out they hadn't even left to get on the ship yet. So we are waiting for them. We had originally heard May. Now we're hearing maybe September, October. It could be even into November. So they are on order, you guys. We're definitely trying to get them. And then in regards to Swift decals, so you guys, we have Million Mile Truck decals. We have Diamond Driver Truck decals. We have the Legend Truck decals now. And I think that Tina and the marketing team were trying to come up with maybe some Swift stickers or some different things potentially. No,
We're
I
coming up
shouldn't
with
have.
some ideas for stickers
Yeah,
that
for
maybe
sure.
represent our different terminals. Am I saying too much now? um, but we think it'd be really cool to have something that represents each of our different terminals with a unique feel of that terminal for our drivers to be able to collect, whether that's stickers or something else. I don't know that that's set in stone yet, but something is coming. So.
And actually, next question I'm seeing, are all the wrap trucks going to be KW? No. The POW truck is a KW. I believe that the 911 truck is going to be a KW, and then we have two more that are going to be revealed this year. Also, I think the next one will be a KW, and then the one after that's going to be a Freightliner. So we are trying to mix them up a little bit, but not all are going to be KW.
And I'm glad you brought that back up because I don't know that Tina mentioned where you can apply. So if you want to drive one of the wrap trucks, you can go on the portal. I'll bring it back to the top, so it'll be one of the first news items that you see. But you can also scan our bright signs. So that link will be on our bright sign so that you guys can scan it, apply. And what's great about the next couple trucks is that they're not super specific. So you don't have to have any special ties, unless you know someone that was involved with 9/11. That certainly means a lot, but really anyone can apply for those trucks. So that's what's really cool about the upcoming nominations. So make sure that you're nominating yourself, nominating your friends, to be able to get one of those trucks that's coming up.
And definitely include your story, you guys. I think there's a spot on there that you get to tell your story. And so definitely tell us that because we love to read them. It does make it a little bit more special if you have that connection. We want to make that correlation. So please include that in your story. Um, and then we've got a couple other comments, guys. I'm going to jump in here. We need more after hours workers. Yes, guys, we know. And it's definitely a hot topic, right? And as you all know, the world is a different place right now, and it's hard to come by really good help. So it's definitely always a work in progress, and we will make those efforts. I promise. Tevin wants to know also, how do we earn a Legends decal? Well, Tevin, you need to stick around Swift for about 25 years, buddy. And then at 25 years, you get a Legends decal, and we get to put that on your truck and along with all that gear and that special stuff. So it's pretty awesome. No, ma'am, we still can't hear you now. Send help. Can somebody save Tina?
Somebody save our
Someone
fearless
save
leader
Tina.
from her headset.
She's just gonna pout. I'm gonna just sit over and be sad.
Uh,
Eli wants to know, do you guys have military veterans decals? Yes, we do. If you are interested in one, anybody should be able to order them at your terminal. Your terminal leader or your driver
yeah.
leader can do that, or you can reach out to my department and we can help you to do that as well. We personalize it with your rank, and then you can also put on there the years you served, or you can just leave it as proudly served. So there's a couple options, and we have them for all branches of service. So just let us know what you're looking for. Jacob says, well, I only have 24 years and 50 weeks to go. Well, Jacob, buddy, stick it out with us. We're all going to be here right with you. Tina's going to need help with her microphones for a very long
Yeah.
time. All right, guys. Zoe says, can we have more flag trailers? We will definitely put that in, and I
Oh,
don't
that's a
know
good
what the
one.
status is on that, but we want to, we will definitely bring it to their attention.
I can help Tina too, says Jacob. Well, then stick around with us, Jacob.
She needs all the help she can get. We just don't know what we're going to do. So we got any other questions out there? Oh, any new terminals coming in the future? So we have Vegas is not completely, I mean, it's open and it's running, right? The Vegas terminal is there. There's a parking lot for your personal cars. There's trailer parking there. The terminal is actually running out of a double wide right now. We have the St. Louis terminal
Yep.
that's up and coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Mobile. They've been working on the Mobile terminal for quite a while. And then I was on another call the other day, and I think there's potential to have another Georgia terminal. Is that possible? I don't know, but I hadn't heard that one for sure. But it was actually brought up by one of our RVPs, so I think he might be onto something.
Well, if we don't have any more questions, we can start wrapping it up. Tina, can nope, we still don't have Tina. But it's been a lot of fun being on here live with you all. You guys have had great comments and questions. I'm glad that we could make your day a little livelier. And you can always rewatch this on the portal or on our driver group. So thanks for joining us today. And it was a pleasure.
Absolutely. And don't forget to share, you guys. You need to share away, and then we will put you in a raffle. Oh, Tina, we just want to hug you. And we just appreciate you guys for everything. Thanks for all you do out there. And thanks for joining us today. We really enjoyed it.
Thank
Take
you,
care, guys.
drivers.
Thanks, guys. Take care.